You can't afford to lose a Truvard University graduate like me. Huh? Were you bluffing? Are you going to admit that you never meant to quit? This is very displeasing. I am resigning from my job effective today. Okay, I have no choice then.
Trouble Busters!
My name is Tom. I work in a managerial position and things aren't easy. You ask why it's not so easy? Well, it's always about the interpersonal relationship. Hey, Kenneth! Couldn't you have texted me if you were gonna be late for work? Oh, are you complaining? I'm not complaining. If you're gonna complain, I quit. That again? You can't afford to lose a Truvard University graduate like me. I'm just asking you to be more courteous. No, you're the one who needs to be more courteous. You need to compliment me more. Compliment? You need to appraise me for even being here. This is a basic you should know as a person in a managerial position. Why am I even teaching you this?
Tom, you have to do something about Kenneth.
She's right. He's always late and he never follows the rules. It almost makes us wonder why we're even following these rules. I understand. I really understand where you guys are coming from.
No, you don't.
If you really understand, why aren't you doing anything about him? I'm sure he'll understand one of these days, too.
No, he won't. He keeps looking down on all of his colleagues just because he graduated from Truvard University.
I know that because he always looks down on me, too. You're his boss, and you need to guide him better. Okay. Oh, do I hear people whining like some losers just because they're envious of who I am?
Kenneth!
Tom, Mr. Jefferson is asking for you. Huh? Mr. Jefferson? He seemed to be quite upset about something. You might be in trouble. Does he even realize whose fault it is that I'm in trouble? Tom, keep it peaceful. I'm counting on you. Thank you.
Tom, this is bad.
What now?
Kenneth messed up big time with our new client that we just started a partnership with.
What? Tom, this is bad. I need you to explain why you couldn't make it on time as scheduled. Are you saying that the meeting wasn't scheduled at 3 p.m.? It was initially 3 p.m., but I asked Kenneth to relay the message that I needed this meeting at 1 p.m. instead. What? Well, I guess we're no longer moving forward with the contract that we've been discussing. Oh no! But I worked so hard to get this appointment. Our sales would have been boosted if I got this contract, damn it! Bad things tend to happen simultaneously. What? You're quitting? Yep, I don't think I need to tell you why. No, he had great potential, and I spent so much effort training him. Because of Kenneth, I lost a potential client, while I also lost a great member of my team, and yet he was shameless. I know it's not easy working in a managerial position, but you can't blame that on me. What the heck is wrong with this guy? I made up my mind. The next time something like this happens, I'm not letting him get away with it. Trouble Busters! What's your problem? I was only late for 3 days in a row. Oh, are you so sure about that now? I'm gonna quit. You're gonna lose a Truvard graduate from your team. Are you sure you want to do this? I've been wondering all this time, but have you really written that letter? I did. Do you want to see it? Sure, I'll go ahead and accept this. What? Wait! Huh? Were you bluffing? Are you going to admit that you never meant to quit? No, I'm not. This is very displeasing. I am resigning from my job effective today. All right. Are you okay if I process your resignation? Go ahead and do so if you have the guts. I understand. I'll accept the letter of resignation. Okay, I have no choice then. Sorry, I'm late again. Oh, you might as well have slept in. Oh, you seem to be a bit clever today, huh? That's what I'm talking about. You can't apply stupid rules to a smart guy like me. As long as I have the freedom, a Truvard graduate like me can excel. I see. I hope you excel at your next job. Huh? My next job? Oh, you haven't forgotten what happened yesterday, right? Yeah. Since you seemed like you were willing to do as I say, I decided to forgive and forget. No, I want you to remember it. Are you sure you want to talk to me like that? I could quit this job. You already quit. Huh? Oh, come on. You were the one who told me that you're resigning from your job yesterday. I made sure I processed your resignation notice so you don't work here anymore. We'll always remember you. Thanks. Bye.
Congratulations!
Congratulations! Oh, stop that! This isn't right! What do you mean? I wasn't gonna really quit this job! Why not? You're gonna lose a Truvard graduate here! Are you sure about this?
We're sure.
What have you ever done to contribute to this company? Duh, Alan!
You might be book smart, but you're not really a smart person.
Shut up, Helen! Watch what your mouth says!
You should watch your mouth.
We all started working here at the same time.
And you have no seniority over us.
What university did you guys graduate from?
That has nothing to do with what we're talking about.
You're acting like a high school bully who's asking a freshman which junior high he's from.
Your educational background has nothing to do with how you perform at a job.
I already know your weaknesses. Alan, you're bad at keeping your tasks organized and you tend to lose your priority. And Helen, you're bad at writing. It's so hard to understand your reports. What timeline are you talking about? Huh? Alan used to have a hard time keeping his tasks organized, but I guided him on how to keep himself better organized. He's been doing much better. Helen's also been working on her weakness too. All mistakes are learning opportunities.
We take notes on ways we could improve myself too.
Taking notes, huh? Aren't you ashamed of yourself? Why should they be ashamed for taking notes? It's like writing a diary that's all about their own mistakes. The more they take notes, the more records that they're keeping that they're terrible at what they do. I think it's worse when someone keeps making the same mistake over and over again because they don't take notes. Huh? He's talking about you, Kenneth. Shut up! I never make mistakes.
That's not true. You recently forgot to relay a message from a potential client. Our CEO almost had a heart attack over it.
You should start taking notes too, since you seem quite forgetful yourself. Are you sure that was me? The client said they talked to you. Maybe they're lying. The client said that they talked to a guy named Kenneth. How would they even know your name when they've never met you before?
Kenneth isn't a name that's as common as some other names like Mike or Joe.
If you have the time to analyze other people's weaknesses, you should be analyzing your own.
You should start by being at work on time.
Tom? What is it? Let me give you a chance. Thanks, but no thanks. Kenneth, a Truvard graduate can revive here. Not happening. What?
Tom has been waiting for you to take that letter of resignation from you every time you were showing it off to him.
Hey, Helen, you're not supposed to tell him that. He even said he'd buy your letter of resignation for $1,000 if only they sold it on Tamazon.com. I never said that. Anyways, Kenneth, you're still young. You could take this as a learning opportunity. Why can't I just stay here? If you really want to work with us again, you're more than welcome to reapply with us. But then, because of the mistakes that you've made during your time here, I wouldn't get my hopes up if I were you. You're always late, you're lazy, you make mistakes, and you never apologize. Why would anyone want you back? Look, I haven't been working at my full capacity yet. You would want to see me at my full capacity, wouldn't you? No, I wouldn't. Your parents would only be the ones who would want to see that. I know you would want to see what I'm truly capable of. a Truvard graduate showing the fullest capacity. I'm sure you'd be full of awe to see it.
Nope, awful rather than full of awe.
Huh? Well, what do you mean by that? You said full of awe, so Helen is twisting your words that you're awful to watch.
You can't even pick up the context of these conversations.
You don't work with a computer. We all work together as a team. So, it is what it is. Please, leave. Look, just because these guys happened to learn a few things while I was just a few days off, they're not gonna be as valuable to you as I could ever be. You weren't off on those days. You just ditched work.
No matter how much you look down on us, you're not going to convince Tom that you're valuable enough to be kept at this workplace.
Oh, shut up! You're wrong, Tom, about my true capacity. You can go ahead and show off your true capacity at your next job. If you're not leaving as I'm asking you to, I'm gonna have to call security. Ugh! This is why I hate bosses like you. You don't understand a thing. Tom, Helen, you guys all better remember this. Whew, he's finally gone. Glad he's gone.
I don't know. I feel like this hasn't ended just yet.
Oh, Helen, don't say that. You're scaring me a bit. Hey, Kenneth, open the door. What is it? What do you want from me? Do you know why I'm here? Huh? I'm asking if you know why I'm spending my time making my way to your house. Oh, I don't know why. Just leave, please. You recently went back to that client's office to make up for the fact that you messed up by using our company's business card, right? Oh, I don't know. You can't lie to me. Mr. Lambert reached out to me to tell me about this. He must be confused with someone else. It wasn't me. You fool. I saw you in the footage. Oh, come on. I just wanted to make up for what I've done because you wouldn't even give me another chance. Do you even realize what you've done? I just used the business card even though I don't work with you guys anymore. That's not it. Who is that? This is Mr. Cobweb. He's our company's lawyer. Nice to meet you. My name is Dave Cobweb, and I'm from the Spiderweb Law Firm. A lawyer? Sir, it looks like you're completely underestimating the severity of your misdemeanor. You have violated the law. What? There is a law called the Company Act. It is considered illegal for an individual to disguise or falsely represent themselves to be a worker of a company that they don't work for. Violating this law can be subject to a penalty of up to $10,000. What? $10,000? You're only allowed to place a company name after being employed and during the time that you're employed at the company. Because there are benefits of representing a company, especially if the company is socially acknowledged and trusted, you can't just represent a company without being employed there. I didn't. You can't get away by claiming that you didn't know this. Our CEO is very upset with what you've done. But I was doing this for your company's sake. No one ever asked you to. Besides, I know you've been visiting other large companies and telling them that you're representing our company. I just wanted to prove to you guys what I'm capable of. And again, no one ever asked you to do so. Before you talk about what you could do with your full capacity, you should start off by being at work on time. And ask questions if you're unsure. Help other people out. Report and communicate with the team. Apologize if you make a mistake. Take notes if you encounter learning opportunities. Have remorse but no regrets. Pay attention to details. Unless you have these work ethics, you will never be successful with anything you do. Oh, but you never guided me on any of that stuff. I've been telling you ever since your first day at work. You should have simply looked for another job after accidentally resigning from us. I couldn't just retreat after what you guys have done to me. That pride isn't even worth a penny. Why do you do this to yourself? I mean, I only have to pay a maximum of $10,000, right? If you get lucky. Huh? When your negotiation didn't go well, you said a lot of things about our company, right? Our company seems like we might be failing our business, and this is a secret, but our CEO has a criminal record. Oh, I was just making some dark jokes, you know? Jokes that aren't even funny to anyone. Don't you get it? Because you were spreading lies and rumors, you caused a huge damage to our company's reputation. Oh, it shouldn't even be a big deal. They're just rumors, right? Mr. Cobweb? Aside from the company acts, Mr. Kenneth, you have also committed a crime, and it's called defamation. Defamation? I was just telling a small, innocent, dark rumor without even thinking of the consequences. To put it simply, defamation is the act of making a false statement about someone that damages their reputation by communicating it to a third party. Okay, then, I'll go tell him that I was just kidding. It's too late. What? Why? I could just go around and tell people that I was just lying to them. In order for an individual to be charged with defamation, the accuracy of the perpetrator's public statement does not take effect in whether they are guilty or not. They may be sentenced to up to 3 years in prison or up to a $5,000 penalty. The key words are public, communicating, and damaging the reputation. And all those 3 keywords apply in this case. 3 strikes and you're out of the game. You've damaged our company's reputation by communicating to a third party in a public manner. You damaged the reputation by stating that the company is a failing business and that the CEO has a criminal record. I had no idea this was that bad. And the CEO asked me to relay a message that he plans on filing both a criminal and a civil lawsuit against you. Oh my God! So, what's gonna happen to me now? You violated the Company Act and you committed defamation. You might get away without going to prison if you get lucky, but you'll still have a criminal record and at least a $30,000 penalty to pay. What? $30,000? I just recently lost my job and I don't even have an income. And you did that to yourself. We'll be sending you everything in writing within the next few days, so please make sure you check your mail. If only you didn't bluff that you were going to quit. Well, I hope you learned your lesson. Wait, hold on! I had no idea! Tom, I need you to help me out! Please stop! It's already too late. I wonder if he's ever learned the phrase, what goes around comes back around, when he used to attend Truvard University. Kenneth ended up being sentenced to a $6,000 penalty for falsely using our company's name after he was no longer with us, along with $26,000 for causing defamation. He was also placed on parole for 14 months as well. With the $32,000 debt, he has no time to party or do anything he wants to do, but has no choice other than to work multiple part-time jobs every night and day to pay back his debts. If I had all the time to brag about my educational background, I should have spent my time working hard for that company. By the way, my direct supervisor had also been scolded by the CEO because of the way he handled the matters regarding Kenneth. I'd have to say he deserves it since he was expecting me to take care of everything. After Kenneth was gone, our workplace was a lot more peaceful. Everyone seems to be more motivated than ever. Anyone who threatens their workplace with a resignation or threatens their spouse with a divorce deserves the same. Just go ahead and process it. Trouble Busters. How How dare you miss your orientation without even giving us a notice?
I never got the job, so I never received an offer letter.
What?
Trouble Busters!
My name is Tom. I'm currently looking for a job, but I've been having no luck. There was one company that I interviewed with that I never heard back from, so I sent a follow-up email and decided to go hang out at the casino as I waited. I wonder if I'm ever gonna have a bright future ahead of me. No news is good news. My interviewer must be doing great. Oh, are they finally getting back to me? Huh. Due to the volume of applicants we have received for this position, we are experiencing delays for all candidates. We sincerely apologize for the inconvenience, and we appreciate your patience about this matter. Okay, I can wait.
Yes, come on, baby, give it to me.
Huh, who's that? Hello?
How dare you miss your orientation without even giving us a notice?
Orientation? What do you mean?
Oh, do you not know what an orientation is?
I know what it is. I'm asking what you mean.
You have no right to speak. You're not even attending this orientation. You haven't got a job, have you?
That's true, yes.
See, I knew it. Do you understand why you haven't found a job yet?
Oh, why is it?
It's because you have no common sense. And I just told you that you have no right to speak just now.
What's wrong with this guy? How could he be yelling at me over the phone at such a sensitive time for me like this?
I deserve an apology. I'm not letting him get away with this. Trouble Busters! Look, let me tell you, what is it? What are you trying to say? I'm not going to approve you attending this orientation at this point.
I never got the job, so I never received an offer letter.
What?
Did you look at the orientee list carefully?
I did. Why do you even think I'm calling you right now?
Take a look at what happened to my candidacy on that list.
It says you hired.
What? Are you sure about that?
I can look at it as many times as you ask, but your name is right here.
I haven't heard back from your company for a while, so I even sent you guys a follow-up email. And it said, due to the volume of applicants we have received for this position, we are experiencing delays for all candidates. We sincerely apologize for the inconvenience, and we appreciate your patience about this matter. And I never received any emails after that.
What? That's not possible!
Would you kindly look over your sent box?
Don't tell me what to do! You're no longer hired!
What? That's not right! I wondered if I missed the email on my end, so I looked all over my inbox as carefully as I could, but I still couldn't find any emails from them. Hey, Mia, help me!
Is that how you ask for someone's help? Who would ever hire someone like you?
But then, Mia!
You should learn how to ask someone a favor.
But then, this guy just kept yelling at me over the phone without even listening to my side of the story. Don't you feel bad for me?
You're right. He can't just give you a call and do that to you. I don't really care about you, but I do feel that I need to correct that man.
Did you just say you don't care about me?
Well, putting those personal feelings aside, I don't mind going with you.
Really? Oh, thank God. You're such a nice person.
I'm not being nice. I'm just doing my job. It's not okay for a company to handle someone's candidacy in such a sloppy manner, and I can't just let that go. Let's go.
Wait, hold up. We're going together, okay?
This is the email that your company had sent over?
That is indeed an email from our company.
See, I told you, since this was the last I heard back from you guys, I never even knew that I was hired.
Timothy, you better explain this to me. Explain this? Well...
I believe that this has happened because you never reached out to offer the position to Tom, which makes your company at fault.
What are you trying to say?
You owe me an apology.
What? An apology? You're as young as my daughter.
It doesn't matter how old we all are. If you make a mistake, you need to apologize. It's common sense.
Duh.
Why can't you just apologize? If you're not willing to apologize, we're going to have to reconsider whether we refer your company to our students upon their job search. We might even completely terminate our relationship.
Hey, Timothy, what the heck is going on? Why didn't this guy get his offer letter?
Aren't these things supposed to be sent out to all candidates on an email list or something? How is it possible that the system glitched on me and no one else?
I think you should be apologizing first and foremost.
It must have been a glitch. If there's one person to blame, then I believe that it was Tom's fault for having such terrible luck. Sorry, I wish you luck with another job.
Huh? You can't just say that he had terrible luck and get this over with. If there had been an error on your end that caused this problem, needless to say, you must analyze the cause of the problem. You are going to analyze this issue, right?
Oh God, she's so intimidating. Hello? Hey, I need you to get me how the new hire list was generated and any records surrounding that matter as soon as you can. Yes, for our company, okay? I'm gonna be stepping away for a minute. Timothy, you're coming with me. Okay.
Aren't you supposed to go with him? What are you doing, Mia?
I'm just emailing someone. There's something that's bothering me. After taking a closer look, we discovered that Tom never received the offer letter because of an error caused on your company's end. And Timothy, you were the only person who was aware that Tom had reached out to follow up on his candidacy. Is my understanding correct?
Yes, that is correct.
Since Timothy was the only point of contact for the candidates, the fact that Timothy missed the email caused your entire company to miss Tom's inquiry regarding the candidacy.
Timothy messed up and everyone missed up.
But this is a very sloppy structure. Isn't HR typically in charge of something like this? I don't think it's normal for you to be having just one person to be the point of contact for your candidates.
Timothy? Yes? You made a terrible mistake! You need to sincerely apologize to Tom and ask him to kindly accept the job offer from us. That way we could perhaps consider lighter punishments than what you should deserve. Okay. Just hearing your response, I don't even know if you're willing to make this right. I've been having high hopes for you.
Even if this was Timothy's mistake, Jeffrey, you should also be responsible since you are his direct supervisor looking over his work.
Well, I guess you're kinda right. Well then, I don't mind offering you the job if you're still willing to accept it. Are you saying that you're gonna let him work with us? I don't think that's possible. What? Why? We already finished the orientation. I'm sure all the other candidates whose applications we had on hold have already gotten a job offer from other companies. What you're saying is equivalent to saying that we might as well call all those candidates on hold to see if they're still willing to take our job offer. But this gentleman never received the offer letter because of an error on our end when he was supposed to be hired. We need to make this right by providing the offer letter that he was supposed to receive. If I walk in his shoes, I wouldn't even want to work at a company that handled my candidacy in such a sloppy manner. Who would ever want to work for a company knowing that you'd have to work for a boss who yells at you even before the orientation? Well, to be honest, I won't be taking the position with you guys anymore. Did you hear that? He doesn't even want to work with us at this point. It's not so productive to hire someone who isn't even motivated. Let's just call this bad luck, and he could.
You did this on purpose, did you?
What? What are you talking about?
Timothy, you and I started working at the same time.
Huh?
I noticed you the moment I walked in here. It's because...
Hey, no, you don't have to talk about that. It's all over. What's wrong with you?
Did something happen between you and Mia?
Oh, just forget it. Besides, since Mia and I graduated at the same time from the same university, Tom is an underclassman to me, right? Why would I ever do that? I don't have a purpose.
You do have a purpose.
Tom and I met just now. I don't even know who he is.
Just give me one moment.
What is it?
It'll be quick.
I'm asking what you're trying to do.
I'm not stopping even if you raise your voice at me like that. All right, I was right. I was asking my colleague from the Career Advisor Department about you, Timothy, and I found out that you went to our school and you are working at this company here.
So what? That doesn't have anything to do with your accusation that I intentionally removed Tom from the list of candidates who we hired.
Timothy, you had an incident while you were still in college that caught everyone's attention.
What? Oh, I remember others talking about you when you started working here. Please stop talking about it. You got this job because of your connections, right? Oh, please, what's wrong with you? You can't be digging through my past like that. Everything had been resolved between me and my victim.
That's not the point. I am talking about the motive behind what you've done back then.
Motive?
Why don't you take a seat? This sounds like it's gonna take a long conversation.
Timothy, they're right. Let's take a seat.
Timothy, the reason why you tried not to let Tom work here is because you were afraid that he would be talking about what you've done in the past to others.
You're just speculating. It's not the truth. You're wrong.
Please, sit down.
It's hard to believe that you were handling all the hiring processes, including application management, interviews, and providing candidates with their offer or declination letters.
Of course not. The managers and directors need to approve all steps within the hiring process.
Do you guys normally save the emails that get sent out to the new hires? I feel like most companies have that.
Of course we do. Now that this is happening, I feel like I recall only seeing 39 new hires when I was told that there was supposed to be 40 new hires.
You were probably right with what you're recalling, and you should be more vigilant with your new hires moving forward.
How does that even work? Let me confirm. Oh, can we just end this? Tom isn't even willing to work with us at this point. Why don't you spend your time looking for another job instead of spending so much time on us? How dare you talk to me like that? Don't you realize that this was your mistake to begin with? Well, I guess we're about to find out whether it was a mistake or a mishap with intentions. I was able to confirm. On the draft that was sent to me, it was supposed to be 40 new hires, and somehow Tom had been removed from that list when the offer letters was sent out to the new hires.
Who sent those emails?
It was Timothy. After I looked over the email and approved it, all we needed to do was send them, so I asked Timothy to take care of it.
Oh? That doesn't sound right.
How was it possible that my name was on there when the email was drafted, but I got removed?
Timothy, you're the only person who could have tampered with the receipts of those emails, right?
There's no way that a glitch can cause just one email address to be removed from the list. There had to be human intention involved in this. Timothy, were you tampering with the list? I didn't think anyone would notice if one person goes missing from a list of 40. Even if someone noticed it, there isn't any benefit in digging into this anyway. And I thought a guy like him would ditch the orientation to begin with. How dare you!
Let me go ahead and warn you so there aren't any misunderstandings, but attending the orientation isn't something that is a requirement to be eligible for employment.
What? Really?
Even if Tom had skipped the orientation just the way anyone would expect that he would.
Hey, you're supposed to be on my side. Be nice to me.
As a company, you can't decide not to offer the job just because the new hire had missed the orientation.
Oh, I see. You're the manager. You should know this. This is happening because you even went out of your way to call and yell at him, Jeffrey. If only you didn't do anything, he would have missed the orientation and he wouldn't have known that he was ever hired. How dare you!
Timothy had intentionally inhibited Tom's offer letter because he did not wish to have someone who would potentially be aware of what he had done in the past. It is completely unacceptable for a company to let this happen. I will be sharing this information with our school and other schools that we are associated with.
Oh, please don't do that! Hey, Timothy, you better apologize too! I'm saying that this ended up becoming such a big deal because of you, Jeffrey! You're my boss, and you should be responsible because you're at a higher pay grade. I have nothing to do with this.
I wonder if it's going to be so simple.
Shut up! Can you guys just leave now? I'm busy.
Are you going to apologize?
Nope. This is regarding just one candidate who did not get his offer letter. What should I be so afraid of? I'm sure HR is going to give me a verbal warning, and it'll soon be all over. I never thought that I'd meet someone I would hate more than I already hated Jeffrey. Oh, Tom, don't say that.
This guy just irritates me. Well then, can I talk about the email in question?
Huh?
I'm going to corner you with something else. Just because I want your life to be in a hard mode, or more like a nightmare mode.
What is it?
When you sent that email regarding the delay to Tom, you also accidentally sent out classified information regarding your company.
What? No way! Timothy, that's not acceptable!
I will be sure to report this to your CEO. I am very much concerned about the fact that your company sends out classified information to your candidates by accident.
No, you can't do that, and that's gonna put me in huge trouble!
You need to realize that you deserve this after what you've done to Tom.
Oh, please don't do that! I might also get in trouble for this!
You're almost as equally guilty as Timothy. You haven't even apologized to Tom, and both of you have been acting shamelessly this entire time.
Timothy, what have you done? You're about to ruin my life! How did I even make this mistake?
Putting it simply, maybe because you're dumb and you deserve this.
Look, Tom, I will offer you special treatment if you take this job.
That's not what I've been asking for. And it sounds like you're not going to be keeping your position any longer anyways. Are you okay?
No, I'm not okay, and that's why I'm offering you this. I got this job because I had connections. There's no way I could get a job at other companies. All other companies will find out that I have a criminal record if they run a background check on me.
You guys only care about yourselves, huh?
Anyways, I highly recommend you audit Timothy's emails closely moving forward.
Yup. I don't think you have time to be dealing with us here.
Huh? Wait! What do you mean?
You should probably look into all of the emails to make sure you haven't accidentally sent out classified information to others via email.
Timothy, we should be okay, right? I don't know. I never check my emails before sending them out. What? Why?
Jeffrey and Timothy stormed out of the room without even excusing themselves from us.
I don't care what other sins they've committed. I am going to be speaking to their CEO regarding what happened with your candidacy and the classified information they accidentally sent you. Are you okay with that?
Sure. Those guys won't apologize, and they only care about themselves. They deserve trouble busters.
Sounds good.
Mia and I went ahead and told their CEO about everything that happened before we left their office. I'm probably never gonna be back here, ever again. Even if there was a legendary chocolate monster inside this company, I would probably refuse to walk in here again. Jeffrey and Timothy discovered that there were 3 other emails that were sent out with the classified information that Timothy had accidentally attached. With the whole incident about my candidacy combined, neither of them were able to keep their jobs. Not only did they lose their jobs, but they also ended up with a $140,000 debt each due to the damages that they caused from sending out classified information.
Why do I have to go through this trouble? That's my line. My wife broke up with me, and I have a $140,000 debt. What are we supposed to do?
No matter how much they screamed or cried, they had to pay back their debts. Jeffrey, the former HR manager, was hired at another company only for an entry-level position. He just works to pay off his debt.
I shouldn't have called him when he missed his orientation, just because I wanted to take it out on a younger kid.
But things were still a little better for Jeffrey's side. Timothy had ended up committing armed robbery because he needed money, and he got arrested. There were 18 homes that ended up being his victims, and I heard that he'd be in prison for the next 7 years. As for me... Hello?
How dare you skip the orientation?
Oh my god, I'm sorry. Wait, I still have time.
Good morning, Tom.
Oh, what the heck, Mia? You scared me.
I know you would have woken up late if I didn't call you. Now hurry up and get ready and make sure you're there at least 15 minutes before the orientation starts.
A true hero always shows up late.
Just do as I say.
Yes, ma'am. Damn it, what's wrong with her? Why did she even call me? I wished I could sleep a little longer.
Tom is such a funny guy.
Trouble busters.
My sister's husband is unemployed. I wonder if you're doing a moonlight flit?
Oh my god, I know him!
Trouble Busters!
My name is Steven. I'm just an ordinary person at this time. I wonder why we all get hungry, even though we're not doing anything.
Steven, I think it's best if we just dash through this scene.
How interesting. I got this.
Oh, is that you and your husband, Melanie? Oh no, she noticed we're here.
You told me the other day that your sister is still a student. Should we go say hi?
I don't know about that.
I haven't seen you since our wedding. How are you?
You guys look pathetic as always. Hey, Jessica,
Why are they pathetic?
my sister's husband is unemployed.
Really? Is that even true?
I'm sorry, but we're...
Wow! How do you even afford to live?
I've been using my savings. I'm making sure I'm not causing Melanie any trouble.
Melanie should have thought about it before she married him. What do you mean by that? I know you were desperate, but that was such a bad move. It's never a good idea to compromise. I'm studying international studies, and I'm going to be a flight attendant in the future. Ryan is going to become a pilot. We have a promised future. A skilled person should always marry another skilled person, in my opinion.
I guess a pathetic person ends up marrying another pathetic person.
You're right about that.
Jessica, you seem a bit different from when we met at the wedding. What's going on?
What's going on?
The reality is going on.
Oh, please stop this.
I guess you were faking yourself, huh? Now I regret taking this street.
It's not about this street. It's about the path in your life that you're taking.
Let's go, Melanie.
Oh, Steven. You might as well break up with that guy. There's absolutely nothing good about him. I'm sorry, Steven.
No, Melanie, I owe you an apology. I'm sorry it ruined our day. I'm not going to say this because I'm mad or anything, but I'm motivated now.
Motivated?
I'm going to be away from home. I won't be back for a while, so please make sure you take care of yourself.
What?
I'm so sorry if I ruined your day.
Oh my god, wait, Steven. Oh boy, I hurt his feelings. I've always wanted to support his decision, and that's why I was fine if he was still unemployed at this time.
Since Melanie and Jessica are siblings, it will be challenging for them to part ways completely. If we ever run into her again, we're gonna be insulted just the way she insulted us today. The best course of action I could do would be...
Oh my god, is this deja vu? You guys haven't changed at all, especially you, Steven. There doesn't seem to be a single thing that changed about you.
Let's go, Melanie. We don't want to be wasting our time talking to her.
Oh, you're wasting other people's time for just being alive. You're so pathetic.
You are harmful to my eyes, so I will be ignoring you. Goodbye. Let's go, Melanie.
Oh, shut up, Mr. Harmful. I wonder if you're doing a moonlight flit? Make sure you pay all your debts before you leave this country. And Melanie, I'm going to be disowning our sister ship. I'll tell Mom and Dad about it too. Hey, security, I need you to catch those two. They're bad guys. I know you don't have money. You can't even afford to go on a train ride. And I know you can't afford to go on a flight. I'm not letting you proceed a single mile from here on out. This is what you guys deserve. Steven?
May I talk to the manager?
No one is going to manage the fact that you're unemployed.
Oh my god, I know him!
Why is the security there? What happened?
We are terribly sorry! We are terribly sorry!
Huh?
Jessica, you need to apologize too!
But they're not our customers. They're just some unpleasant people.
How dare you say that about Mr. Steven and Ms. Melanie?
Well, they're just like a couple of stray dogs that wandered into the field. There's nothing to be surprised about.
Mr. Steven is the biggest investor in our airport!
What? No way. Really? Oh my god. Investor's voucher?
No matter how much I think about this, I don't think I should ever forgive Jessica.
Should I do it? Can I do it? I'll do it! I'm not letting her get away with this! Trouble Busters!
I don't mean to be rude, but I'd like to return this voucher. I will no longer invest in this airport. This place is not worth a penny for me to invest in.
I'm not sure what's going on, but I guess you don't have to pay what you don't want to pay.
Oh, please don't do this, Mr. Steven!
I don't know who you are or what you do, but our airport will run just as fine without this guy investing in us.
You don't realize what you have done, do you?
Huh? I mean, even if he's an investor, I'm sure he doesn't really contribute much.
If Mr. Steven decides not to invest in us, our airport won't possibly be in business any longer.
What?
And we'll have to close down this airport when that happens. This means that all of us standing here will lose our jobs.
What? Does that include flight attendants too?
It does. Not only will you lose your job, but you might end up taking liability for causing damage to the establishment, which can cost you a few $100,000.
A few $100,000?
Melanie, let's go to another airport.
Sure.
Oh, Mr. Steven!
I'm not going to be listening to the three of you apologizing or explaining.
What?
I will only speak with the person who caused this situation.
What about us?
You were just here doing your job. Quite frankly, I was impressed with how quick you were with your actions. You guys are very good at what you do.
Oh, thank you so much!
Bye now.
Wait, hold on. I guess I was misunderstanding something.
Misunderstanding? How so?
I mean, you don't look too rich, so that was why.
That's just your prejudice, isn't it?
That's right, but you caused this misunderstanding.
Okay, so you're telling me that whoever doesn't look so rich are all doing a moonlight flit and they deserve to be caught by the security. Am I understanding you correctly? Please answer this question by saying yes or no.
I mean, we're at the airport here and you're not even dressed.
Please answer the question by saying yes or no.
You guys were leaving as if you were running away.
That's just in your perspective, right?
I just considered the security of this airport.
Once again, please answer my question by saying yes or no.
Yes.
Well then, whoever isn't visually pleasing to your eyes is not considered a customer, and they deserve to be caught by security because they're all doing moonlight flit.
It's always better to act before anything happens.
Anything? What thing?
I wanted to be vigilant to any potential threats to make sure the employees as well as our guests won't get hurt by the threat. In my opinion, you were dressed in a way to be accused of such a thing.
Hey, Jessica!
It's okay, I wanted to hear what she had to say, or else there's no point in talking to her.
Oh, pardon me, sir.
You took actions because you thought that I'm a suspicious individual, and ultimately it was all a misunderstanding. This is extremely devastating and displeasing on my end. What do you think is the best course of action on your end in this case?
You better apologize.
Apologize?
Please apologize.
I'm so sorry.
Oh, God.
Are you aware that the perpetrator doesn't end what they deserve after apologizing?
What? Why? I already apologized. To add, it's only a given that you apologize, and it has nothing to do with whether Steven forgives you or not.
For example, if when someone is proposing,
Please marry me, I'll make you happy.
is how the person proposes to you. Will you accept the proposal?
Huh? Of course not.
And why is that?
It's a once-in-a-lifetime event. Who would ever accept such a proposal that's not sincere at all? Let me talk on behalf of your pilots. Right now is that once-in-a-lifetime event for them. This airport could shut down if you don't do this right, and your apology isn't sincere at all. You better apologize sincerely.
I would rather not you apologize at all than apologize so insincerely. I don't find this conversation productive at all, and I'm not going to change my mind about terminating my investment. I've only invested in this airport because Melanie's sister worked here, but this is a huge disappointment.
Wait, please.
I waited enough already. Now we're leaving. Bye.
Huh? Does that mean you forgive me?
Huh?
Of course not.
Mr. Steven! We are terribly sorry for all the rudeness our flight attendant has behaved against you. We will make sure she faces a severe punishment, so please, I ask for your consideration once again.
I don't think I'll ever find another airport that's as terrible as this one. I've never experienced anything like this.
Hey, what do you guys mean by severe punishment? Why are you making this sound as if I'm the one who's guilty? This guy is my brother-in-law. He's my family.
You're the only one who feels that way.
Damn it, they're so persistent. I've been apologizing. Why can't they just forgive me? Fine then, Melanie, apologize on my behalf. What? What are you surprised about? Your life is a failure, so I'm sure you're good at apologizing. What makes you think I'm good at apologizing? This doesn't make sense. Your sister is in trouble, and you better do something about this. Look, I need you to apologize as if I'm also apologizing, okay? That's impossible. Even a comedian wouldn't expect such a silly thing.
Oh, do you want to tell a silly story? I don't have one.
Don't you understand why I won't apologize? Because you're shameless. No, it's because I don't entirely believe what I've done.
I don't know what you're talking about.
What do you mean by that? Fine, let me explain it to you. I've been kind enough to act as if I was the one who was being rude to you, but I don't remember saying any of that.
You don't remember, really?
Nope.
You're not getting away with such a horrible excuse. Everyone here has been watching you act so rudely to the two of them.
You can say whatever you want, but you can't just place the blame on me.
We're not blaming. You were clearly being rude to them.
I was just being casual with them because they're my family. That's just how I talk. No, you were being rude.
So, you can't even tell the difference between being casual and being rude, huh? That's bad.
So now are you saying that we're telling a lie?
That's not exactly what I'm saying, but maybe you misunderstood my intentions, you know?
I see. So you're gonna fool about this.
It only sounds to me that you're doing whatever it takes to make me the bad guy. I'm sure you're holding grudges against me since we ran into each other last year, and this is why you're doing this to me. You can't make this into a he said, she said argument at this point. You're trying to get away with this just because you think we can't prove what you've done to us. I don't remember saying anything that you said I did, and you have personal grudges against me. I can't possibly get punished for something so vague. If he's not going to invest in our establishment, we shut down. It is what it is, and you can't blame me for this.
You are such a butthole inside out. But don't worry.
What?
We can prove our point with a record, not based on just what we remember.
Oh my God.
People with poor brain quality tend to do whatever they can just to get away with what they've done, despite the fact that they're not smart enough to get away with those things. He said, she said is very typical, and it's quite troublesome. I'd rather be talking to you in writing right now than having this verbal conversation. Do you know why? It's because I don't trust a single word that comes out of your mouth. Just like how you would brace yourself when a suspicious man approaches you, I make sure I record every conversation I have with someone like you.
Since when have you been recording this conversation?
Do you think I started just now? Of course, I started recording every word you say the moment you found us in this airport.
Oh my God.
Through this conversation, I was able to discover that you have completely no shame about how you've acted in front of me and Melanie. No further investments. I hope the airport finds you responsible for this as well.
I don't care if I end up losing my job here, but then there's no way I can end up with a few $100,000 worth of debt. I'm still young.
No one would ever want to, and I'm not the one who's gonna determine that debt. It's them. You would rather spend time persuading those men. What? Do you think we're going to forgive you?
Oh my.
If only you apologized sincerely from the beginning, we could have helped you out. You're only as smart as a baby monkey. Do you realize what's going to happen to you now? We'll figure out what to do with you later, but if this airport shuts down, you're going to be responsible for this.
Isn't there anything that can be done about this?
No way, you did this to yourself.
But I never thought he would be recording everything I said.
That's not the point. You're not understanding anything, are you?
What? Why? What is it? Am I still in trouble?
It's not about whether Mr. Steven is an investor or not.
And it's not about whether you were being recorded or not either. You need to realize the fact that acting rudely to our customer, any customer for that matter, was the biggest sin that you've committed. You can't possibly drive down a road at 60 miles over the speed limit and get caught by an officer who gives you a traffic ticket and say that you wouldn't have done it if only you knew that the officer was watching, right?
Mr. Steven, would you kindly provide us a copy of the date you've recorded as Jessica had insulted you?
We need to make sure we have evidence when we file a lawsuit against her.
Oh God.
Of course, I don't mind doing that. It's not my problem how much debt she ends up with.
Oh, please. You can't give that data to them. No. Steven, I understand how upset you are, and I'm as upset as you are. But are you able to reconsider about the investment? Oh, Melanie.
Mr. Steven!
These men have families too, and all the other employees who work here also have a family. Would you please kindly reconsider this?
She's a goddess.
Thank you so much.
I think Jessica should be the only person who gets punished. What? I've been taking a video of this entire scene. Oh my God! I was keeping this as my last resort. We were humiliated by Jessica in such a public setting. She was raising her voice about things that weren't even true. Oh, I wasn't raising my voice. You're not getting away with this. I told you I have a video. God damn it.
This is why I love you, Melanie.
Oh, please, you can't do this to me.
Well, then, I will continue my investment. However, I will be filing a lawsuit against your flight attendant, Jessica, regarding the defamation that she's caused us. Will this be all right?
Of course, and thank you so much for being so kind and understanding.
No, please forgive me. I'll never do this again.
I wonder what's wrong with the type of people who start crying when they're the ones at fault. I went ahead and filed a lawsuit against Jessica regarding the defamation. She now has a criminal record, and she lost her job. At the same time, the air company discovered on their end that Ryan had stolen personal belongings from first-class passengers on one of the flights. The two of them were forever banned from the air industry after committing crimes that can't ever be done in the industry. As for me, I was able to enjoy the vacation trip with Melanie that we were going on, despite what happened on our way to the airport. Never judge a book by its cover. You never know, the content of the book might be as savage as someone like me. Trouble Busters.